Episode 117, Irish Songs, and Will You Go, Lassie Go, and the rest of the story. I am Rod Murphy, and this is Growing Up Poor in Irish Boston, a series of my lived 1950s-era Irish Boston stories. Will You Go, Lassie Go is a Scottish-Irish folk song. The lyrics and melody are a variant of the song The Braes of Coulter by Scottish poet Robert Tannahill and Scottish composer Robert Archibald Smith. It was adapted by Belfast Island musician Francis McPeake into Will You Go, Lassie Go, and first recorded by McPeake's nephew in 1957. So while its roots are in Scotland, the song is widely considered an Irish-Scottish folk tune. The Celtic people are more than just Irish or Scots. They are from Wales, Cornwall, Brittany, and the Isle of Man. Even though all those are Celtic, their cultures are not necessarily the same. The Irish and the Scots do have many of the same cultural effects, however. Paul Harvey, a well-known radio journalist, used this to end his 1970s show. And now you know the rest of the story. His show was very popular and featured short, compelling narratives about surprising facts behind famous events and people, often editing with a twist. I am stealing his good idea, the rest of the story, for my Irish song series. Growing up at the Murphys meant that at family parties, every kid was expected to sing a particular Irish song, like Red is the Rose, Danny Boy, Black Velvet Band, The Bard of Armagh, etc. Dad would end the singing fest with his grand finale sung loudly and with gusto, the great marching song, O'Donnell LeBoo. My song was Kevin Barry, which I think is the best rebel song. The Will You Go, Lassie Go author wrote the song about his wife after her death. He remarried many years later, and his son, also named Francis McPeake, added another verse to celebrate the marriage. The song has been performed and recorded by Judy Collins, Sarah Moore, the Irish Tenors, Phil Coulter, Brogue, the Corries, John McDermott, the Irish Rovers, the Chieftains, Ed Sheeran, and others. Wild Mountain Thyme is a reference to the ancient custom of young unmarried women wearing a sprig of thyme attract a suitor. Also in local folklore, the thyme plant was the fairies' playground, and often the herb would be left undisturbed for their use. And that is the rest of the story. And now my a cappella singing of Will You Go, Lassie Go. I have shortened it a little, and I apologize in advance for all the flat notes. Oh, the summertime has come, and the trees are sweetly blooming. The wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon cool crystal fountain, and round it I will pile all the wild flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love she won't have me, I will surely find another to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, Lassie, go? If this episode sparked something for you, head to the show notes below and make a donation. And then also become a subscriber, please. Buy Me a Coffee is an app that allows consumers of podcasts, YouTube, etc., who appreciate a creator's podcast to donate. That would help keep my mic and my camera on and my stories flowing. Please judge what value you get from this and other of my episodes, and join my supporters by making a donation to buymeacoffee.com/degreasings. Degreasings is spelled DEGREASINGS. Buymeacoffee.com/degreasings. Thank you. This is Rod Murphy. Thank you for viewing or listening to my podcast episodes. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, and if you so choose, I ask you to send a good review and or refer a friend who might be interested in this Old Boston podcast series. Again, my thanks.